Hi students, this is SL2. We are solving the problems of exercise 2.2. Sixth question we have completed in the last lesson. Let us take the next question, that is seventh one. That is writing the given expression in the simplest form. So this is the type of question we are solving. So seventh question, given tan inverse square root of 1 minus cos x divided by 1 plus cos x. Condition is x should be less than pi. So we know last year we have studied this formula. 1 minus cos x is 2 cos 2 sine square x upon 2. If it is minus, then 1 plus cos x is 2 cos square x upon 2. So these are the two formula. Therefore directly we have to substitute tan inverse of, so here in place of 1 minus cos x I have to write 2 sine square x upon 2 divided by 2 cos square x upon 2. So 2 and 2 cancels. Sine square by cos square is tan square x, but it is under square root. So definitely it is tan inverse of tan x by 2. So this will be equal to x by 2. So this is the simplest form. Next question. Write the same thing, simplest form. So question number 8. Tan inverse cos x minus sin x divided by cos x plus sin x. Of course condition is 0 less than x less than pi. So here the expression inside itself is in terms of trigonometric function only. So idea is this should be written in terms of tan. Now tan inverse of, what we do is we will divide everything by cos x. That means cos x by cos x minus sin x by cos x. Here also cos x by cos x plus sin x by cos x. So this is the first step. Now this is equal to, now tan inverse of, this becomes 1 minus tan x divided by this is 1 plus tan x. Now if you remember the formula directly you can write this one, but let me write one more step that is more convenient. So tan inverse of, I will write like this. 1 can be written as tan pi by 4 minus tan x divided by, here in order to use the formula I will write here 1. Here tan x I will write tan pi by 4 into tan x, because tan pi by 4 is 1. Now this is clear. Tan a minus tan b by 1 plus tan a tan b is tan a minus b. Therefore I can write it as now tan inverse of tan of pi by 4 minus x. Because last year you have seen tan of a minus b equal to tan a minus tan b divided by 1 plus tan a tan b. If here minus, here minus, here plus. If here plus, here minus, here plus. Here plus, here minus. So this is therefore equal to pi by 4 minus x. So this is the simplest form. Next, ninth question. Simplest form only. So given tan inverse of x divided by square root of a square minus x square. Condition is mod x less than a. So now whenever square root of a square minus x square is there, you can think of substituting either this equal to sin x or cot x. But question is whether is it always, because if x is more than 1, that substitution is not valid. But here you see uh, mod x less than a means actually minus a less than x less than a. So when you divide minus 1 less than x by a less than 1. So definitely we can substitute x equal to, so therefore now let x equal to a sine theta. This is valid because x by a lies between 1 and minus 1 and plus 1. So this substitution is valid because you have to justify that. That is why this condition is given. So now tan, therefore what happens? Therefore tan inverse of, I have to write here, a sine theta divided by square root, here square root of a square, then minus a square sine square theta. So now hereafter there is no difficulty. Tan inverse of, we know the formula, this is a sine theta divided by, see here square root a square common, therefore I can take a outside. What remains inside is square root of 1 minus sine square theta. 1 minus sine square theta is cos square theta, but it is under square root, so it is cos theta. So what happens? A cancels, then this will be equal to tan inverse of sine theta by cos theta is tan theta, and tan inverse of tan theta is theta. So now what is theta? See, sine theta is x upon a, therefore theta will be sine inverse x upon a. Therefore I have to write sine inverse x upon a. So this is the simplest form. So that's why you see this condition is also equally important. So next 10th question. So given tan inverse of 3a square x minus x cube divided by a cube minus 3ax square, but condition is actually a strict inequality should have been there anyway. A is more than 0, that is minus a divided by root 3. I will take x less than a by root 3. So the purpose is this way here. Therefore what happens? X by a, if you take divide this one, minus 1 by 3 less than x by a less than 1 by 3. So there is, I will, let me show you why this condition is necessary later. So now what we do is, if you remember last year's formula, this is something similar to tan 3a formula. Therefore what we have to do is put x equal to tan theta. See now it is very clear. So that is a tan theta, x equal to a tan theta. So tan theta will be equal to x upon a, and x upon a lies between minus 1 by root 3 plus 1 by root 3, means theta lies between minus pi by 6 and pi by 6, that is 30 degree. So 3 theta lies between minus 90 and plus 90, therefore inequality should be strict inequality here. So now substitute this. So therefore tan inverse this given expression, this is 3a square x minus x cube divided by a cube minus 3ax square. This will be equal to now tan inverse of, this is 3a square a tan theta, x is a tan theta, then minus x cube means a cube tan theta divided by below a cube, then minus 3a, then x square means a square tan square theta. So this equal to now tan inverse of, see here a square into a is a cube. Here also a cube, here also a cube, here also a cube. So a cube cancels. So I can write 3 tan theta minus here of course tan cube theta. This is tan cube theta. Tan cube theta divided by 1 minus 3 tan square theta. So if you remember, this is last year's tan 3 theta formula. So tan inverse of tan 3 theta, tan 3 theta. So this is exactly tan 3 theta. So this is 3 theta, tan inverse of tan. So this is equal to 3. Now what is tan theta? So tan theta equal to x upon a. Therefore theta will be tan inverse x upon a. Therefore tan inverse x upon a. So this is the simplest form. Next question, 11th one. Here the question is of different type. So we have to find the value. So let us take. So tan inverse of then 2 cos of then 2 sine inverse half then bracket. So what we have to do is keep on simplifying. This is tan inverse of then 2 cos 2. What is sine inverse of? Sine 30 is half, therefore it is pi by 6 because sine inverse half is pi by 6 because sine pi by 6 is half. So this equal to, simplify further, tan inverse then 2 cos of, this becomes 2 ones are 2 threes are. So it is cos pi by 3 and cos pi by 3 is cos 60 half. So this is tan inverse of then 2 into half. Cos pi by 3 is half. So this is tan inverse 1 and tan inverse 1 is pi by 4. So this is the value. So it is 45 degree. Next question. Find the value of, this is a very simple question. If you remember the formula, there is no need to do this question actually. We have seen tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is always pi by 2 and x belonging to R. So therefore here what happens is cot of tan inverse A plus cot inverse A, this will be equal to cot of pi by 2 and cot pi by 2 is cos pi by 2, so it is 0. So 0. So this is very simple question. Next question. This seems to be very lengthy expression, but if you remember the formula, it is very simple. Condition is of course mod x is less than 1, y positive and xy less than 1. So let us do this question. Find the value of this one. So consider tan half of, then inside the bracket sine inverse 2x by 1 plus x square plus cos inverse 1 minus y square by 1 plus y square. So if you remember, tan half of, this is exactly 2 tan inverse x because we have proved this property. 2 tan inverse x equal to sine inverse 2x by 1 plus x square, and another one is 2 tan inverse x is also equal to cos inverse of 1 minus x square by 1 plus x square. So these are the one more is there, 2 tan inverse x is also equal to tan inverse of 2x by 1 minus x square. So we are using this formula here also. This is 2 tan inverse y. So now 2 and this 2 cancels, tan of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. Now this equal to tan of, once again this also we know the formula, tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy, provided the xy is less than 1, it is already given. So this equal to therefore x plus y by 1 minus xy. Tan of tan inverse is identity function. So this is 13th question. So this is 14th question. This is also based on formula. So let us solve it. See, sine of, what is given is, given sine of sine 1 upon 5 plus cos in, sorry, sine inverse and cos inverse x, this is given to be 1. So definitely this implies this should be 90 degree because sine of 90 is 1. So this implies sine inverse 1 upon 5 plus cos inverse x, this should be equal to pi by 2, pi by 2. So now uh, this implies cos inverse x equal to pi by 2 minus sine inverse 1 by 5. Here only we can say, but let me write one more step. But this is cos inverse 1 by 5 because this is the property. Sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is pi by 2. Actually here only we can say sine inverse x plus cos inverse x must be pi by 2. Whatever is here, that should be here whenever it is pi by 2. So definitely you can say x equal to 1 by 5. But you can also write one more step, this equal to this one, then use this formula. So this implies x equal to 1 by 5. So this is the answer. So next question. This is solving. This is called trigonometric, inverse trigonometric equation. We have to solve this equation and then find the value of x. So whenever you are solving the equation, you should be careful. Sometimes you get the solution, but then you have to check whether both are correct or only one is correct. You make it different values. So let us solve this one. Now, this is not proving this equal to pi by 4. So what is the value of x? That is the understanding. So let us take given tan inverse x minus 1 by x minus 2 plus tan inverse x plus 1 by x plus 2, this equal to pi by 4. Therefore you use this formula, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y equal to tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy. So this you can take as x, this as y. So tan inverse x, tan inverse y is tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy. Therefore I can write that is tan inverse of, I have to use a big bracket here. So then here x minus 1 by x minus 2, then plus x plus 1 by x plus 2. So this is tan inverse x plus y. Then 1 minus x minus 1 by x minus 2 into x plus 1 by x plus 2, and this will be equal to pi by 4, pi by 4. Now you can take tan inverse this side, so that tan pi by 4 is 1. So or you can write. So meanwhile we will simplify this also, or see here what we do is So take the LCM. LCM is x minus 2, then x plus 2, x plus 2. And here it is x minus 1 into x plus 2. And here it is x plus 1 into x minus 2. So same thing here also, below x minus 2 into x plus 2. Here it is x minus 2 into x plus 2 minus x plus 1 into x minus 2. And what I do is I take this tan inverse this side. So it is tan pi by 4, which is 1. Now we have to simplify. See, these two cancel. Common LCM here cancels. Meanwhile, we will simplify this also. That is, here this becomes x square, then plus x, then minus 2, then minus here. This is, plus here. Then x square minus x, then minus 2 divided by here x square minus 4 and minus x square minus 1. This equal to 1. So here you see what happens, that is here this x square and this x square cancels. So next simplification will be x square plus x square is 2x square, and plus x and minus x, these two cancel. So then minus 2 is minus 4 divided by, you see here minus 4 and minus of minus plus 1. So this becomes minus 3 equal to 1. Or what happens is 2x square minus 4 will be equal to minus 3, or 2x square will be equal to 1. So I will continue here. So x square will be equal to 1 by 2. So x will be equal to plus or minus 1 by root. Now the question is whether we should take plus 1 by root or minus 1 by root 2. We can check both are possible, because here if you take plus, it is x minus 1 by root 2, x minus x is 1 by root 2 minus 1, 1 by root 2 minus 2. But this becomes plus. And here it will be plus only. So if you take minus also, this becomes once again plus, this becomes of course x minus 1 minus 1 by root. So both values are possible. Therefore the solution is x equal to plus or minus 1 by root 2. So this type of question is called trigonometric inverse trigonometric equation. That is solution, finding the solution. Next, 17th question. 17th question is here you should understand the theory properly, otherwise immediately you may write this equal to 3 by 4, because most of the cases, tan inverse of tan x, normally this is x, but there is a condition for this, tan inverse of this one x. So let me discuss this question. So consider tan inverse of, then tan of 3 pi by 4. It is x provided this lies in the principal branch value minus pi by 2 less than x less than pi by 2. But 3 pi by 4 goes beyond this. This is not between second, fourth quadrant and first quadrant. It is in the third quadrant. 3 pi by 4 is 135 degree. 135 degree lies in the second quadrant, and whereas x should be either in the fourth quadrant or in the first quadrant. So we can't use this formula. This is wrong if you directly use. So what you have to do is tan inverse of, I have to write, this is tan of, see here we can write 3 pi by 4, we can write pi minus pi by 4. Pi minus pi by 4. Now, pi minus pi by 4 is last year's allied angle formula, tan inverse of tan 180 minus theta is minus tan theta because it is in the second quadrant. So minus tan pi by 4, and this minus you can take inside also. So tan inverse of, because tan of minus theta is minus tan theta, so tan inverse minus pi by 4, or you can use property also. So this equal to tan, here tan of tan inverse of tan is x, provided this angle is in this region, and definitely minus pi by 4 lies between minus pi by 2 and pi by 2. So this is minus pi by 4. This is the principal value. So this is the value of this given expression. Next question, 18th question. Of course, this question requires a little bit of careful thinking. Otherwise, we will be in a difficulty, because see, tan of one is sine inverse 3 by 5, another one is cot inverse 3 by 2. You can use tan formula, provided this is also in terms of tan inverse, this is also tan inverse. So let us do this question like this. Consider tan of, what is required is sine inverse 3 by 5 plus cot inverse 3 by 2. This has no problem, because this I can write actually tan of sine inverse 3 by 5 plus tan inverse 2 by 3, because this property we know, tan inverse x is same as cot inverse 1 by x. So using this I can write this. Now this I should convert into tan. So how to do it? So let us take this one as 1. We will keep as it is. Consider sine inverse 3 by 5. Let us take this as a. Therefore sine a will be equal to 3 by 5. So let me use a triangle method. This is also known as triangle method. Let me just draw a triangle here, such that this angle is a, this is 3, opposite is 3, hypotenuse is 5. So definitely this should be 4. So what is tan a now? So tan a will be equal to, by definition, opposite by adjacent, 3 by 4. So therefore what is tan inverse 3 by 4? So a will be equal to tan inverse 3 by 4. So look here now, sine inverse 3 by 5 is a, and a is also equal to tan inverse 3 by 4. So these two must be equal. Therefore I can say sine inverse 3 by 5 can be written as tan inverse 3 by 4. So this I will use here. Therefore from 1, now we can write. So this becomes tan inverse tan of, or you can write using this in 1, tan of, instead of this I can write tan inverse 3 by 4 plus tan inverse 2 by 3. So this equal, because we want to find the value, that's all. So tan of, so now here tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is tan inverse of x plus y, that is 3 by 4 plus 2 by 3 divided by 1 minus 3 by 4 into 2 by 3. This we have to simplify. Of course tan of tan inverse becomes identity, so this you have to simplify. So you have to write 4 into 3 12 LCM, then here 3 into 3 9 plus 2 into 4 8. Below same thing, so it is 12, don't cancel 3 and 3, this is 12, then 4 into 3 12, this is 12, minus 6. So this 12 cancels, common LCM, so 17 divided by 6. So the answer is 17 divided by 6, because tan of tan inverse becomes identity. So 17 by 7. This method is called triangle method. Given any inverse trigonometric function like this, we can convert into any other. So that's why it is called triangle method. This is not clearly explained in the textbook. No example is done. But remember, this method is quite useful whenever this type of expressions are given. So any given inverse trigonometric function can be converted to any other required inverse trigonometric function. So with this, let us stop. Please subscribe my channel if you have not yet subscribed. Share this with your friends. Let us meet in the next lesson, that is SL3, and let us solve the remaining questions of this exercise. If time permits, we shall also solve a few more questions from miscellaneous exercise. Till then, take care. Bye.